Hey guys, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in and joining us for our epic adventure. Today is part 2 of our series here for Epic. This one's gonna focus on the kind of early lunch we ended up having. And sorry, I gotta look at my notes and cheat, but we went to Café La Air de la Sirene. I'm sure I butchered that, but it is the French restaurant inside the Harry Potter land. It was very good. We enjoyed our time, but rather than me tell you about it, we'll just roll the tape. So here we go, part 2 of our day at Epic. But yeah, here we go towards Stardust. I think Mars said she'd ride this one with me. I don't know Maribel well, but we're gonna go check it out. So we're gonna get in line. Standby says there it goes. Standby says it's 25 minutes. You got to put everything in a locker. So we're gonna kind of test that out so we can let you know how that experience was. I'm surprised the wait time is as low as it is. I'm curious if that's real or not. But there's the locker area over there, so we'll be heading to that locker area in a minute. You got these big spheres out here. Yeah. Here's some of the queue here. Part of the reason it takes some time is the locker process. There's some of the track. They do have some fans out here, try to keep you cool. There's a drinking fountain and a bottle filler up here. So they just made an announcement that they're at like limited capacity. They may affect our wait time. And we just saw a train car go by with no one on it. So I'm not sure what that means for us. Now that we're on this side though, you can see the whole track. See, there goes another car. It might be the same car with no one on it. Now there goes the train. Has a couple people on it, but one car looks empty. So again, slightly concerning. Hopefully that doesn't affect us too much. And of course, a lot of warning. If you have any pre-existing conditions or anything like that, you should play it safe and not ride. All right, we're finally getting pretty close to the locker area. Alright, so we gotta find a locker and put our stuff away. So he did just say these gotta go too, so everything's coming off, going in the locker. Be right here. Put a lager, photo, silver smile, and you're good to go. So that's all by facial. Yeah, right?
Yeah. We are currently
Okay, so we got this locker right here, so here we go. Alright, so we're up, but now we're trying to look for our photo. Alright, so when it was finally our turn through the mayhem of the photo lines, we were searching through. Mars found it first, of course. That's cool. So how do you, like, if we wanted to try to do it later? And then we try to figure out how to get connect. A photo save. So what? So wait, where are we? So the rest of this process, basically what we were doing is reopening it, seeing what the options were to purchase. Yeah, it's a pretty expensive photo, but I wanted this one. It was our first time here, and I just like this one. It was weird, though, when we opened up the email bit that the previous person's email was in here. Thought that was kind of strange. Covering mine, of course. But we didn't stay, too. I didn't even think at the time
to check to see if my email stayed in there for the next person, but oh well. But once we figured this part out, it was really easy to pay. It was your normal tap. And then I ended up getting a link in my email, and from there it was relatively easy to get the photo and to download it. And at least you know, you had to figure it out, but at least you could do it all yourself.
Cool. There's a little bit of the exit area since we couldn't film inside. Oh, and I guess there's a photo pickup, but I just bought the digital one. Alright, so that was Stardust Racers. I thought it was really good. I thought that was pretty awesome. Definitely one of their, you know, e-ticket attractions here. What did you think?
No, I'm never doing that again. That was so scary. I don't like roller coasters, but I do it once for Nate. I would ride Velocicoaster again over this one.
See, and
I was screaming so hard. I'm so scared.
See, and I didn't think this one was as intense as Velocicoaster, but it had
fast, and it had a lot of.
It had a lot of really good ups and downs, like literal, you know, coaster turns. But I feel like Velocicoaster has tighter, harder turns and more G-forces. That's what I mean. But this was fantastic. Don't get me wrong. This is a must-do.
Coasters like Nate.
Yeah, this is a must-do when you're here.
Short way.
Yeah, it really. I didn't time it, but it really probably was about 25 minutes. Actually, yeah, it was basically 30 minutes, and that's fantastic for a ride of this caliber. So, really good. Right now, though, we're gonna find Marge's sister, and then carry on, although I'm starting to think about lunch, so we also may work that in too. But whatever we do, we'll take you with us. All right, so they have a cool zone just right next to Starship Racers, or Stardust Racers, sorry. And they literally just have these big old swamp coolers out here. It's interesting. I don't know that it's cool air, but at least you're getting hit. At least you're getting hit by forced air, though. That's got to help. And then the one that's back here actually has a mister on it and has some water with it. But that's pretty sweet. Yeah, that was a good one. See, like right here is what I mean. Like you go down and then you kind of go up again, but then you drop again. So you kind of get that real, you know, up and down and ravey feel. It's fun. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. But Stardust Racers, just to clarify, is really not in a land. It's kind of in between the portals.
You want to go look at the French place for lunch?
For Harry?
Yes.
Yeah, if that's where you guys want to go, I'm fine. All right, we're going to head back to Harry Potter Land and hit up that French restaurant. Here goes the time thing. Yeah, here we go. Back into Harry Potter Land. And it is still delayed. Back in. So the reveal is pretty cool. I remember the first time we walked in Galaxy's Edge. It was really a dramatic entrance. Same thing here because of the way they designed it, right? You can't see a whole lot of Epic Universe anymore. You can see the hotel over here, what is it, Helios? But you know, back here you can't see it. Plus they got the music and all the theming, right? You feel extremely immersed in this area. I mean, as far as I know, right, we traveled to old Paris. But we are coming here. Cafe. Couldn't read the whole thing, sorry guys. But you guys got it. You get it, you know. Wow. That looks cool. Oh, and it smells good in here. It smells really good in here. Yeah, this area looks pretty cool though. I don't know if it's a seat yourself.
You order your food here.
You order everything here?
Yeah.
Okay, so I thought you had to scan the too.
So here's a look at the menu. We got French onion soup, tuna salad, some stews, sandwiches, crepes. Just a ton of stuff. It looks really good. A lot of pastry stuff. You see on tap too, they got some beers. Even the butterbeer, of course. So it is a bit overwhelming, to be honest, but it's very nice in here. Extremely beautiful. So we are kind of in a queue. We're gonna see what this queue is about. Looking at these pillars here, they're kind of cool with the shelf. So here we go. We were literally in line for a couple minutes. You saw us there. And then they directed us towards this person, I believe, on this table. Oh, very nice. We ended up with an inside table, and there is a patio to sit outside. But yeah, really gorgeous place. Excited to eat here too. It smells really good. All right, so you go.
Scan this.
So you go, yeah. So you scan this, and then on the Universal app, it opens the menu, and it's a mobile order situation. Nice. So there you guys go. That's how it works. So we'll let you know what we order. We'll show it to you and all the usual stuff. But it is nice to be inside here. It's not extremely hot outside today, but 84 for Florida. You know, it's getting warm. Luckily, humidity is fairly low here at the end of April. Yeah, that's one thing we've noticed since we got here too, is a lot of fresh flowers. We can smell it as we're walking around the park. It's just a nice little touch. So we just placed our mobile order, but I wanted to get a beer as well, so I'm heading back to the front. I just felt like this was easier. You know, I think you can order from the app, but it gave me a warning. Obviously, you got to show ID, etc. And I just didn't want to hold up our order for anything. Got my Wizard's Brew. Took a while. I got cut off by a VIP guide for Universal/Epic. I thought that was rather rude. She totally cut me off.
It's like right here.
So here's my Wizard's Brew. It's a port or a stout. This is very good though. This is nice. It tastes really good. So apparently I messed up though with the mobile order, so we ended up with another one. So I guess it turned out the process of ordering alcohol from the table was quite easy. They brought it out. I wasn't even here. But they were able to receive it. Deleted my food, my fault. I really thought I did it right, but I'm sharing just so you guys learn. Be extra careful, I guess, if you're editing your order once it's in your cart. No worries though, we placed a second order for my food, so there may be a little delay. It's all right. There's been a few hiccups since we got in here. I won't go into all the details, just kind of a mess at the bar. A lot of back and forth, things that could have been easily avoided that unfortunately I do think were the team members' fault, but I'm not going to harp on it too much. Overall, I think everything's going all right. This beer's good. The food will be here soon, so we'll focus on that. So here's, I forget, this is like a butter beer, basically a creme brulee thing.
On the app, it does it creates multiple orders for the same location. And then it tells you once it's done and when it's being cooked.
Yeah, and that's nice. That's just good status reporting, I guess. Keeping you up to date. Mar's got the French onion soup.
That looks amazing.
And then Bully's got the chicken. Yeah, that looks good. I almost got that, but I didn't want chicken again.
I don't think it did the steak over there.
Yeah, hopefully the steak's good. It looked good, so we'll try that. It's not too loud in here. It's comfortable in here. Air conditioning's fine. It's not like cold or anything, just comfortable. So, like I said, be a minute to get my food just because I messed it up. But the service here, that was pretty quick to get our food, I think. The plates were running around $18 to $20, just FYI. This dessert too was cheaper. It was like $8 for the crepes and stuff. It was like, I think 18-ish, 16, 18, something like that. So, I just wanted a little sweetness here, and so I got this guy, and he was half the price. Yeah, it looks nice. There's my steak. It probably took 10 minutes or so, that long. And then salad and fries. So yeah, gonna dig in and enjoy it. We'll give you guys kind of a review of what we thought of the food. So I just want to know my steak. It's actually just like a hamburger patty, like ground beef. It tastes really good though, don't get me wrong, just to clarify. Like a Salisbury steak kind of thing. Alright, now I'm on to my dessert. I just cracked the top. It's pretty good though. Yeah, cream inside definitely tastes like butterbeer. The top's just sugar. And then the whipped part, can't really pinpoint a flavor. I think it's kind of the foam from the butterbeer. Yeah, I think it's the foamy stuff from the butterbeer, and then the filling tastes like butterbeer stuff. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, heading out. Exiting through this really big door. All right, we just finished our lunch. We're gonna head out. We're gonna head, I think, over to the how to train your dragon area. So, really good lunch though. I think we all enjoyed our dishes. The dessert was really good too. Definitely tasted like butterbeer. So, perfect on theming, just like I expected, I guess. And I would get that again. Like I said, it's half the price of the other desserts, the crepes and stuff. Which, don't get me wrong, even though we didn't try them, they looked really good. But just a note, right? If you're on a budget or you're looking to try multiple things, right, you're not going to want to spend them all in one place. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. But so again, lunch was excellent, and you saw kind of the snafu with the ordering. That was on my part. So when you guys come, just remember that. I guess it is pretty easy. Don't be hesitant like I was to order a beer or something from your table. It's about 1:45, by the way. Does feel like crowds are picking up a little bit since we've been here this morning, which makes sense. You know, all the non-early risers, even though 10 a.m. as park openings pretty late. I understand a lot of folks still don't get up and around very quickly. So look at the Helios Hotel. We did have drinks and appetizers and stuff there a while back. I try to put a link in the description below for that video. You guys want to check that out. We haven't been back since, but not for, not for not wanting to. Just we've been busy. There's a lot going on. So, change of plans. We're going to Nintendo World. There's How to Train Your Dragon, though, to our left. We're just commenting on all the flowers, though. Like I said earlier in the video, we could really smell them coming in, which was a nice little touch. We're passing the carousel here to my right with this big fountain, which is also nice. Just really pretty looking, and the sound of the water is always pleasant. And then we have this fountain over here on this side. And they do a big light show in the evening, so if we catch any of that, we'll obviously share it with you guys. Now the main fountain, I believe, is back that way, and it's under refurbishment right now, so there's no water in it. And then this heads back to the front. You see the tall Kronos tower there. But we're gonna head now to Nintendo World.
Wait, that just looks so inviting. Like you just want to go swimming in there.
Yeah, the fountains look really nice.
It's like instead of the hot springs in Iceland, you just go in the pool here.
Alright guys, well that concludes part 2 for us, and again I apologize to have to break it up like this. It's just that when I went through and edited it, it was over 2 hours long. Like, I didn't want to make a 2-hour video, and then I also didn't want to cut something off like in the middle of it. So I hope you guys understand. It is a little different for us. I know that's been happening a lot lately, but I decided to break it up like this. So just stay, bear with us. We're gonna get through this. I assure you, it was a good time and it's a good video. I may post it as a whole. Again, it's very long though. I don't know if anyone wants to sit there for over 2 hours, but that's why I broke it up like this. I guess I should have noted that in the first one. But I do hope you enjoyed part 2. Part 3 coming at you next week. So stay tuned for that. And as always, guys, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it. Until next time. Bye-bye.